What's going on, Jabronis? Welcome to another episode of Jabroni Sports.
Hey.
As always, I'm your host, AJ Firstenau. You can find me on most forms of social media at AJFUERSTENAU. Joined as always by
your boy, Gonzo, at Gonzo1323. This week you can catch me on Tumblr.
Tumblr. You can find Gonzo1323 on Tumblr.
Is that the same account, Gonzo13?
Yeah, of course.
I'm giving my username, which is on all these
all forms of social media, yeah.
All right, yeah, let's do it. Go ahead.
And Trey Montuano, at Trey Montuano. I'll spell it for Gonzo, at TREMANTUANO.
See, you almost slipped up. Good thing.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter and
Instagram.
You're on the gram.
Instagram.
No, you're on the gram. Come on.
Yeah, and Facebook.
Don't find me on Facebook, though, please.
No.
Do not friend me on Facebook.
I don't need Facebook friends.
Yeah, no Facebook friends.
If you friend me on Facebook, I'll probably just leave it there for like a year.
No, forever for me. Yeah,
Until
I have I have at least 20 people that I have not I haven't responded. Some of them since college. They're just still in there though. They haven't given up. So to their credit, yeah.
But if I friend you,
you better immediately.
right away.
And also, last but not least, producing.
Oh, I thought you guys weren't going to get me in there.
No,
at G-Baby LaFleur.
No, how could we forget you and your soccer shirt?
Also, you're
a grown man wearing a soccer jersey.
Johnny's
People wear
producing
soccer jerseys.
Yeah.
Johnny's don't know.
Yeah, but you're wearing a Bordeaux jersey in the middle of World Cup.
That is weird.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying him a grown man wearing a jersey. You shouldn't.
Oh, I don't know.
You would wear a jersey?
If it's
no, you wouldn't.
If it was a Kirk Heinrich jersey,
Ooh,
but
yeah.
That's like a whole other level of something.
I'm pretty sure Johnny has a Kyle Korver jersey.
I got
That's another good one.
I got a Luol Deng one, of course.
Yeah, are these bad jerseys? If I have a jersey, it better be of a guy who's not on that team.
I was
going to
say the
anymore.
only time it's acceptable is if it's a player that's no longer in the league or on the team or so far removed.
Yeah, I like them in that case.
They have to be funny.
Yeah,
if they're not funny, then they're
for sure.
fucking
It's
trash.
like we were talking about with wrestling T-shirts. The more obscure they are, the better. Okay. I was like, I don't want to say across the board no jerseys because I have a Zach Greinke Brewers jersey and I'm I'm still wearing that shit. You better believe it. He hasn't played for them in 10 years.
Yeah. But that's more you're a fan, I think.
Yeah.
My favorite jersey is I got a Bobby Jenks number 45 Chicago White Sox jersey.
I feel like I got you both of those from Champs on my discount.
After the players left the team, you
I
could
was
sell for the cheap.
Hey, these are $5. You want me to pick you up one?
Getting the Brandon Jennings Bucks jerseys after he left. Yeah.
I almost bought a Doug McDermott jersey, and I'm so glad that I did not.
What?
I don't own any jerseys.
Speaking of Doug McDermott, the Dallas Mavericks have withdrawn their qualifying offer for Doug McDermott.
I saw that. Well, as soon as DeAndre Jordan, they found out might get traded to them, they were like, never mind, Doug. We were just kidding. We don't need you anymore.
Doug McDermott coming to your EuroLeague basketball team shortly.
No, Doug will get a 1-year, $3 million deal, and then he'll be in Europe.
Wait, is Dallas trying to build another big three?
Dallas, I don't know what Dallas is. Dallas has wanted DeAndre Jordan since the summer where the Clippers had to kidnap him.
Yeah.
They just have it Cuban's just obsessed with him. He watches every Clippers game and he's just like, oh, DeAndre. Oh, if only I could.
He's so obsessed with him.
Oh man.
Oh, look at all those boards.
I
don't care what you do from the line.
I'd love to see those alley-oops. Oh my god.
DeAndre's on his favorites in his phone.
Hey, DeAndre.
Just text him every couple weeks. You up?
Those Chuck and Dwayne Wade commercials are actually the best thing Chuck's done in the last 15 years.
Oh, those are pretty good, yeah.
Hey, speaking of which, did you see Bill Russell at the NBA Awards? That was really
funny.
good.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Thank
You
God.
heard he tweeted out after, too?
No.
Yeah,
He's like, sorry, it's just a reaction every time I see Chuck.
Can't help it. It's his instincts, man.
I can't argue.
Yeah. They kick in. Thank God for that moment, too, because the award show was horrible.
Also,
They
shout
need to
out
stop.
to... Also, hold on. Let's shout out Baron Davis. That was probably the best part of the entire show.
The only part that I laughed. Yeah, it was the only part that I
Did
laughed
you see
at.
that?
Can we take a poll on if you like the award show or not, or should you get rid of it? What do you guys think?
If you liked it or not, I think that's for sure.
Should they keep it?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
With a different
like that?
format.
No, I don't. I didn't like it. This is what I'm saying. It's two different questions.
Anthony Anderson was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No.
Oh, then
I
we
saw
should have
the
talked
Bill
about
Russell
this
thing.
till later. We should tease this. We'll tease this for
yeah,
later.
we'll discuss the award
But it was
show more.
really, really atrocious. But
They should just turn it into one of those roast things.
Ropes.
Where everybody roast, like where everybody guns on everybody.
I thought you just wanted to do like a roast
What are those
course
called? I
where
can't
they,
remember.
See,
where
I
they
thought
just trust each other like trust falls.
I thought he said robes, so it was just
What's
people
that
dressed
called?
like Ric Flair, like walking around.
A roast where you
Yeah.
just grill
Oh, the roast,
people.
yeah.
Okay.
I thought you said robes, as in like the
But who are you
garment.
grilling?
They should turn this into a ropes thing.
Who would you grill?
Charles Barkley.
The roast
So
of
what?
Chuck.
You
every
just
every year, yeah, every year.
every
the
year
roast
it's
of Chuck.
roast.
Grill whoever votes the sports writers. Whoever does it that voted James Harden over LeBron as MVP.
I'd be a lot of people to roast though.
Man,
I'm gonna roast all.
Were you surprised though?
No.
Yeah.
Like,
I think Kyrie said it best.
he did.
James
Kyrie
Harden,
had a really good quote.
James Harden was
the people's MVP.
the people's MVP.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is at this point. The MVP stopped being the best player in the league like a long time ago. It hasn't-
Kyrie
When's the-
was like, LeBron, you the real MVP.
When's the last time the defensive player of the year was the best defensive player of the year?
Oh, God, it never happens any. It's always like
That doesn't happen either.
Yeah.
Like Ben Wallace?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Anthony Davis is better than Rudy Gobert. LeBron James for sure is better.
I agree.
I don't know. Rudy Gobert's pretty...
Didn't Tyson Chandler win it one year?
Yes.
Tyson Chandler, that was the year
was
they won
okay.
the ship, though, I
He
think.
was very good defensively.
That's
when
what
he-
I'm saying. That might have been a justifiable
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Rudy Gobert, I mean, good defender.
I think you guys are underrating Rudy Gobert. I think he deserves Defensive Player of the Year.
Go Jazz,
He's
baby.
the best rim protector in the league.
Go Jazz.
He's the best rim protector in the league.
Yes.
Could be true.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Could be true.
Say I'm wrong. Prove me wrong.
Prove you wrong?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't watched enough Jazz games, baby.
Yeah.
But-
I
but- there's, like, so
how
many-
do you prove someone wrong on that? Do you watch clips together?
Hey, you know what?
YouTube clips?
Hey,
give me-
come here.
give me
Slide
a better,
over here.
Give me a better option. Prove me wrong.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I don't know. There's a lot of guys I like for different reasons. Like, if you're telling me you're saying just cup protector,
Cup protector.
what about like DeAndre?
He's up there.
Yeah, DeAndre's up there for sure.
What
I'd
about
say
a guy
probably
like
AD, DeAndre, and Gobert.
I think Joel Embiid's pretty underrated. in
Yeah,
that regard as well.
Embiid's pretty good down there.
Yeah.
Hassan Whiteside could be better.
Hassan
Yeah,
Whiteside.
Hassan
Could be
Yeah.
really good.
What about Bam Adebayo?
I mean, he's
Unless
a
he
little
taking
different-
over?
he's a different player though.
What?
He's a little
possibly.
he's a little undersized though for
Oh.
that role.
Hey guys, I only got 15 minutes
All
since
right,
Johnny
sorry.
couldn't get his computer started. So let's get
Hey,
this.
we had a fucking
Let's
jam of scissors into the fucking motherboard.
What do you want to talk about then?
Let's
Go
get
ahead.
this spicy World Cup talk.
Yeah, you wanna-
Let's
you
give
wanna-
the people what they want.
You want
Yeah.
to jump into a little World Cup action? All right.
See you boys later.
Yeah. Yeah, the World Cup's been pretty interesting so far, even from a neutral's perspective, which we were forced into as Americans. Obviously, Germany crashing out in the group stage for the first time ever. Pretty noteworthy.
Shouts out to South Korea.
Yep.
Did anybody see the Mexican fans go to the
Yes.
embassy and
And,
make
like-
the Korean?
And like picked them up though, and like had them like on their shoulders. And
Not
like,
only that, but he took a shot at tequila too.
Wait, what happened?
The Mexican fans, I think it was in Mexico City, went to the embassy and had the ambassador
South
from
Korean
Korea
embassy,
come
yeah.
out, and they took a shot of tequila with him.
Really?
And then like raised them on their shoulders and were chanting.
Well, do you know why they did that?
No
down the
idea.
street.
Okay, so Mexico lost.
Got
their
smashed.
game. They
Yeah.
had to win it to get in.
3-0.
So then the only opportunity they had to get in was South Korea beating Germany, which nobody thought would happen. And it did. It fucking did. Then Mexico lost and South Korea beat Germany.
So Germany's out?
Germany's out, Mexico's in.
Also, this was the second time in like the last 3 or 4 World Cups that South Korea played a spoiler like this. Because in 2002, the U.S. got through that way because Portugal played South Korea, and the U.S. got smashed by Poland in the last group stage game.
Fuck Poland.
I don't want to talk about that 2002 World Cup where Korea cheated against Italy.
I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna because
Hey,
that one.
it was
That
6
one
years later. We got revenge, right?
that one upsets me.
It
yeah.
was 4 years later.
4 years.
That one
That's what I
upsets me
meant.
because I thought the U.S. got screwed in their quarterfinal against Germany that
They
year.
did.
Also, I thought there was some horrific officiating.
Had there have been VAR, which is a whole nother discussion,
Yeah.
U.S. would have went through.
Yeah, exactly. So that one, that's why that World Cup is so like painful to me, is because the officiating in that quarterfinal was horrific. But yeah, that was. I mean, obviously, that to me, that's the biggest story of the World Cup. But what are some other things so far that have kind of drawn
there's
your
been
interest?
Wait,
Great
also,
drama, lots of
also
good
on
memes.
that, interesting fact, I think it's the
Fucking
past
meme god
3
over
or
here.
4 World Cups, the
Yeah.
team that won the World Cup 4 years before has been knocked out in the
I do
group
believe
stage.
it's
Yep.
it's 4.
I think it's
3 out of the last 4. It was 3 out of the last 4.
3 out of the last 4.
Yep.
3 out of the last 4.
I watched the replay of the Germany game.
Johnny's got it all set up, boys. Look at this.
Oh man, this is.
And I
nice.
think the one that didn't got knocked out in the round of 16. So I don't think there's been I don't think any of them have won a knockout round game.
Lose the text?
Sorry,
no, you don't want to lose the text.
This was a bad idea letting you guys see.
We're
the
losing
computer
Gonzo
screen.
talking about soccer. He's just shouting out random stuff.
I would say to not get out of group rather than to lose the next. But so yeah, it's kind of interesting to me how the bracket's broken down too, with the teams getting through, how lopsided it is.
Oh yeah, that left side of the bracket is very spicy.
Yeah, I like. First of all, for not having the U.S. in it, Fox got pretty lucky with Saturday's round of 16 games. You get Ronaldo and Messi playing in separate games. That's about as big a coup as you could have for ratings.
Oh man, if Portugal and Argentina meet
In the quarters.
next round, that might be
Whoa, Uruguay, Portugal? That's pretty...
that might be one of the highest viewing.
It's gotta be.
these are all
It's
kind of
gotta
good
be, right?
games.
It's the ultimate Ronaldo or Messi fanboy's wet dream.
Somebody's gonna get enough fight.
Hey, is this just one game and you
Yep.
the winner
Yeah,
you go
that's
home?
that's the knockout stage, man.
Yep, that's where we are now, which is fascinating.
Every game from here on out is knockout, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Correct.
Let's talk about Sweden, because Sweden has now knocked out, like, all things considered, there was other stuff going on, but Sweden has now knocked out the Netherlands, Italy, and Germany.
Boom. All without Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
And smashed Mexico. Mexico didn't even have a chance in
Yeah,
that game.
smashed.
Which
Dominated
This made me
Mexico.
think. This reminded me. Is this a case of Zlatan Ibrahimovic having the Ewing theory right now? Like you took him off of, like, they never got out of group with him. Basically, like they always were like a bottom feeder. Like struggled in the World Cup. The first World Cup that he doesn't play, and Sweden's through and like flying high through the group stage.
I don't know how they do it. I can't. I look at their team, I watch their team play, and I'm just like,
Same,
they're
it's like
an
a- it's like-
average team.
It's
but
like a bunch of guys from like Malmo and like these like middle that. I mean, they're good Swedish teams, but like they're guys that play in the Swedish league. So,
yeah, like Ola Toivonen's probably their best player.
Yeah.
Does he play in the Premier League still?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't.
It's-
Marcus Berg's decent.
I like that matchup in general though, because Switzerland's really fun.
Yeah, Switzerland's fun.
Switzerland plays really open. I like Xhaka and Shaqiri. Like
Well,
they're
Switzerland's fun, although half their team's from Albania.
yes, which led to some controversy as well with the Albanian Eagle goal celebrations.
Yep.
Which conveniently FIFA, despite that, like I did not want those guys to get suspended. Like for the record,
Yep.
but FIFA specifically in their rule has like if there's a celebration that has political motivation, blah blah blah, like it's a suspension. And because of the World Cup, FIFA was just like, no, never mind. Like, not this time.
Yeah, but they were being a stickler on Paulo Guerrero for drinking cocaine tea. He did a little cocaine in his tea. Let him run around on the soccer field. He'll be okay.
Like,
Come on.
FIFA and the NFL, I swear, go neck for neck with who's like the most ridiculous, arbitrary rule, corrupt league.
Oh, absolutely.
It's incredible.
So, guys, do you want to do a little what you got? Pick every game in the World Cup?
I mean, I could at least do the round of 16.
Let's do the round of
Yeah,
16
let's do
here.
it.
Absolutely.
So, let's hear what you guys got.
Yeah.
Uruguay versus Portugal. What you got?
I think Portugal goes through. I think Uruguay was propped up by a really soft group, maybe the softest group in the entire field, with Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and then the host country. Suarez hasn't looked good either. He has really he's scored 1 or 2 goals, I think, but it's amazing how little of a factor he's been outside of that.
Yeah, Uruguay's aging, definitely. Suarez is getting old. Cavani's getting old. Trying to think of who else they have. I mean, those are the 2 staples. Their keeper's getting old, too.
Which is crazy. 'Cause
Muslera.
Muslera, I remember when he was like a young up and coming,
He had a great save, and I think it was World Cup 2010.
yeah.
He had a great save against...
All right, Gonzo, what you got?
I'm going to say Uruguay. I knew a guy from Uruguay. He's a nice guy. So.
Good pick. That's a good pick. All right.
Weed is legal in Uruguay, if
That's
that matters.
fun fact, yeah.
Fun fact.
There you go.
I'm going with Portugal because Ronaldo.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, they have Ronaldo?
Yeah, I just think Portugal's
Oh, they have Ronaldo?
I just think Portugal's the better team, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah,
If you took Ronaldo out of,
I'm gonna
out of their
stick with
side,
Uruguay.
I'd still pick Portugal. If Ronaldo was on a red card like he should be from elbowing that guy in the face, but that's a whole separate conversation.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
VAR doesn't apply if you're a star as well. That's another
Yeah.
fun FIFA rule.
Everybody knows that. Okay. We got France versus Argentina. What do you got?
What do you got?
What do I got?
Yeah, we'll change who starts it every
I'm
time.
the question ad.
No, we'll
asker
change.
here.
Why do I have to go first
All
every
right.
time?
Wait, can I start
I'll
every
jump
time?
in. I'll
Because
jump
I-
in.
Yeah,
Wait,
Go
let
ahead, you
me
start.
start
You
because
start.
I have no opinion.
I like that.
And I don't want to be swayed.
go for it.
All right, go.
All right. I'm going to go Argentina.
Okay. Do you have a reason, or are we just going Argentina?
I mean, because Ginobili's
All right, I
from
like
there.
it. Ginobili's from there. I like it. There we go.
We got like cousins from there or something.
There's Italians in Argentina.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's right.
I like the
That's a good
colors
point.
too. France, fuck them.
Ginobili's from there.
Yeah, Ginobili's
Yeah,
from
I'm going France. Argentina looks horrible.
Yeah,
They don't have anybody on that back line that...
Guys killing me.
Mascherano's being a dumbass as usual last game, just hog tying somebody down in the box. I mean,
and it wasn't even like that ball was never getting to the guy that he tipped down either. That was such a terrible tackle in the box. Like,
although I do give him credit, he played with a gashed up face for the rest of the game. Did you see his face?
Yeah, I feel like Mascherano plays like half of his games with a gashed up face though.
Man.
Like,
Is he leaking?
I swear he's
was bad.
he's always leaking. Because he was like surprised because they were like tending to it and it was like dripping off his head and he was like, "Oh, I'm bleeding that much." Like,
yeah, they don't have. So they got Messi. Dybala doesn't play any minutes for them, which I'm just failing to understand.
That's gotta be part of your next generation. Like, he's like the centerpiece of your next generation. You'd think, right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. The only thing that I'm hearing is that he plays the same position as Messi, and they can't find a spot for him. But he's like one of the best players in the world.
He couldn't play a number 9 off of Messi's number 10. I think that's ridiculous.
Why can't he play striker?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
Johnny and I are texting every time we watch Argentina, like, put Dybala in.
Yeah.
It's like watching Italy never put Insigne in. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, I agree. I thought he got a knock. I thought he was like injured or something. I thought maybe in training I was like, oh, there has to be a reason. And I looked it up and I saw the same bullshit that you did. Like, oh, him and Messi are too similar. Blah blah blah. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
So you can't have two players that can control the game. Like you don't want that. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
And then Argentina, it says a lot about them that the desperate goal that they get comes from Marcos Rojo.
Yeah.
But not Messi, not Higuain. Like, nobody can put the ball in the net up top.
Just-
Aguero had a decent goal early on in the group stage, but
I feel like Argentina plays so tight every tournament too. Like Argentina always looks like they just feel the weight of expectation.
Yeah.
Like in the Copa America, it's very like people know that they're like supposed to succeed, and like Argentina, some teams thrive on that. It just seems to grind them down. Like it just seems like none of them play as well as they do for their club, for their country.
Yep.
It baffles me.
a lot of individuals out there, definitely.
Yep.
Although I would say the one bright spot for Argentina is that Pavon kid.
He's looked good.
I think he plays for Boca Juniors, but
Yep.
I'm not sure. He's been a bright spot. He's quick on the wing, so they got something to look forward to there.
Yep, stands to reason. Brazilian league is like traditionally like the feeder league for a lot of European teams.
Well, Argentinian league though,
Yeah.
Boca Juniors.
Yeah.
Both of those though.
Yeah.
Both of those leagues. I think that Argentina is not going to have a lot to look forward to in the next World Cup because Di Maria's getting old, Higuain's getting old, Aguero's getting old. Messi will probably quit the team after they lose.
I think this might be it. Yeah, I think
so. I mean, they got that. They feel the pressure and for good reason.
Yeah.
Messi will never play in a World Cup after this?
Well, he quit after the
Yes,
Copa. He
he-
said he was going to quit if they lost to Nigeria. I mean, not a big Messi fan here. He's got all the talent in the world.
Let me counterpoint though. We've been heaping all this criticism on Argentina. France has played so far below what
thank you. That's what I was going to say.
I've been horrifically disappointed by France. I think France will find a way to go through here, but I will not be shocked if they don't. France is yet to get out of first gear for me.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I'm probably more frustrated by France than Argentina at this point. I watch them and I'm just like I'm disgusted at what I see. Like it's a collection of individuals. I think the same argument could apply for them to the T. Like France has just been offensive to my soccer watching sensibilities.
You went Joe Madden on them.
I'm just saying, it seems like they know that they're talented and that's going to be enough. And at some point in this tournament, it's not. So like I said, I still think France is going to win, but I haven't been impressed by them. They were one of my like top 2 or 3 teams to win the World Cup, and I'll backtrack from that. There's no way that they play with their current form that they're going further than maybe the quarters.
Well, what's funny too is you look at the teams that are struggling in the World Cup, and there seems to be an overall theme that they don't have a number 9. Like France doesn't have a number 9. Argentina doesn't have a number 9. Spain struggles.
Spain lacks a true one.
I mean, Costa, he's good for knocking in goals, but I mean, he's not going to create anything on his own, really.
And you know what it is with Costa. He's got a couple tricks, and he's gonna make his straight line runs. He's gonna run along your back line.
He's gonna rough you up.
Yep, exactly.
Johnny, can I run through all the other games because I gotta leave?
Hey,
Johnny, what do you have for France Argentina though?
Okay, I got France because Argentina, you're not going to win with Willie Caballero is a keeper.
They took him out, bro. They put in
good, but I saw
So now they can win.
No. Second, if you don't put Dybala in the game, you don't deserve to win.
They put him in. They put him in one game, and I think that was the game they lost 2-0 or whatever it was.
So he probably won't play for them again.
So now he probably won't go in.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So he'll play in the next Copa. That'll be the next time we see him.
So Argentina doesn't deserve it if they don't play Dybala. It's stupid. I got France because I like their players. I think they'll get it together. And a big fan of N'Golo Kanté.
Kante's great.
Kante's good.
Underrated.
Yeah, Kanté is great.
Pogba needs to perform a little bit better.
I need more from Griezmann too.
Griezmann, yeah.
Griezmann's another. There's no connectivity with them up top.
Well, Griezmann, he did the decision right before the World Cup.
Yeah.
What was that?
I just
Come on, man,
like I
focus on
said,
the World
it's
Cup.
just it bothers me. There's so much with them. But enough.
All
on
right,
that
guys. All right. We got to keep it a little tighter here. Let's
I'm
keep
sorry.
it tight.
That's undoubtedly the best game in the round of 16,
Yes,
though.
you're
That
right.
is the game if we're gonna go into one.
Whoa.
Hold on,
It
hold
is.
on.
Okay.
It is.
Hold on,
What about-
boys. Go ahead.
What about Brazil and Mexico?
I like Brazil
it
and
in.
Mexico as a spicy matchup. I think that those teams are going to go back and forth. I thought the Sweden-Mexico matchup was not a good one for Mexico with how tight Sweden are in their back line and how structured they are in their formation. But Brazil and Mexico could be up and down, up and down. Oh, I just hit the mic. I was so excited.
It's okay.
And that Lozano kid is the star of the World Cup so far. Like, he tracks back. He's up and down all over the pitch. I don't know if you saw on that long cross that came over. He tracked all the way back and disrupted that right before, I don't remember who it was about to hit it. And that was probably going to be a goal. I've heard rumors that he's going to be going to Barcelona.
Yep.
And that would be exciting for Mexico fans out there. But he's killing it so far. Had a great goal against Germany. Great cutback. Went near post on Neuer.
Yeah.
I'm liking Mexico. Other than that last game, they're one of the best teams in the tournament before that last game.
Do you like them enough to pick them to win?
No. But that game's gonna be super fun.
No, that game could be like 4-3 or something.
Yeah.
Like it would not surprise me.
It's gonna be wide open.
I like Brazil to win this one, and my reason is just Brazil. Like their stars seem to be meshing a lot better, and I think Coutinho's playing on another level right now.
Coutinho.
And I think I was a little leery as to like how Brazil would respond to like Neymar's temperament. It doesn't seem to bother them. It doesn't seem to impact them in a negative way. I think they rally around him. I think that him being the captain is fine. They seem to keep their composure even when he's like blowing up and being fiery. I was worried that it would be one of those things where if he melted down, they all would. It doesn't seem to be the case. It allows Neymar to be himself, and they still maintain their personality as a team. I think Brazil goes through here.
Yeah, Johnny. Let me see the other games.
Mexico's looked really good though. I
got Brazil because Neymar's my boy.
Let me see the other games because I gotta leave in 1 minute. So I'm just gonna do my picks. You ready?
All right, you ready?
You ready?
Belgium, Japan, go.
Belgium.
Okay.
Belgium.
Nothing needs to be
Johnny?
said.
Yep.
We got Spain versus Russia. We're just going through Trey right now.
Spain. Russia's look good though.
You got
Spain.
Croatia, Denmark.
Spain.
I love this one.
Croatia.
I like Croatia. I think Modric, Rakitic, and Mandzukic are enough to
Great,
get them
best midfield in the World Cup.
I agree.
I agree.
World class. It's
World class.
It's a fun midfield. I mean, Christian Eriksen's not enough on his own, but it makes for a fun midfield matchup there at the very least.
All right, Sweden, Switzerland. I got Switzerland. I'm sorry.
I got Switzerland.
Sweden's look good too.
Yeah, that could be a great game.
Oh yeah,
that could
a
be
lot of these could be really good games.
That could be a fantastic
Russia's
game.
flying high too. That could be. I mean, they're at home, obviously.
They should. Yeah,
That could be a spicy one. And then Colombia and England. I'm going England.
I think, especially with the.
I haven't seen much from Colombia this World Cup, other than a handball in the 8th minute.
Did you hear today Rodriguez had to leave after 31 minutes?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
That's not good.
Their coach sounded pretty pessimistic about him playing in the next game.
It's gonna fall on Falcao.
Yep.
Up top, and England's
And then
England's back
set
line is
pieces.
always structured.
Colombia's decent in the air. They're good on set pieces. That's how they got their winner today. England sometimes is, to put it nicely, a little out of sorts on set pieces, defending them. So I think that could be an opportunity for
But
Colombia.
England finally does have a number 9, Harry Kane.
Yeah,
Just
England.
banging goals in.
Was that the last game, Johnny?
Yeah, so the last game, England versus Colombia, I got England as well. But England, if you look at it, England's got a fairly easy road to the World Cup. They got
that whole side does.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say the same for Spain. Like that's
They got Colombia. If they beat Colombia, then they got Sweden or Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's looking pretty good for England right now.
See, everybody's saying that, but I think honestly, this is the most wide open World Cup that there's been in years.
Oh, you said people say that about.
I think anybody could take this one. Not any of these teams. I'm exaggerating.
Croatia
from
or
this
Denmark?
side of the bracket, if it's not Spain or England, I'd be pretty surprised. I'll be like, maybe Croatia.
No,
I wouldn't be surprised by an upset.
I wouldn't be surprised by Russia.
I'm not saying anyone can take it. I'm just saying that anybody could possibly edge anyone. I don't know if that makes sense.
Every individual game is like competitive.
There could be upsets.
Yeah, the only game that I think is I'd be completely stunned is if Japan beat Belgium. That's the only one that I see as like a mismatch, just because of how good Belgium's looked. Belgium won today playing their like C team. You know, like they had like Fellaini up top. It was like, what year is it?
They had bats hitting the goal off his
Oh god! Okay,
I gotta go.
I was gonna bring that up. Like funniest moment, funniest meme of the World Cup.
Had to be.
That was hilarious.
Where he blasts it, like punts it, and hits him directly in the face.
Oh, I saw you posted that.
Oh, that was good.
That was pretty good. All right,
pretty good one.
We're gonna take a quick break, and we will be
and I just want to,
Hey, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for joining us for a little bit, Trey. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Trey.
Welcome. Thanks for making the time.
We're playing outro music now too.
Sure.
Trey, you should just have a goatee, man. You look so dad mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go there.
Hey guys, it's me, Steve Donald, of Large Cat Emporium.
Big cat.
Big Cat Emporium. Come down to the Emporium.
God, you can't get the skit right. What he done?
Oh my goodness.
There's a lot of big cats. Okay, there's cats, there's cougars, there's leopards, there's cats bigger than you can imagine. Okay.
Well, you should come down, check it out, see what we got. We got some good things for you. If you like it, you like it. Big cats. We got.
Hey, get out of here, Steve.
Hey, we got all their meals. We got everything they need. We got the necklaces.
Steve, get out of here.
Hey, all right. See you guys later. I appreciate it. Let me stop by.
All right, that's it. We're back.
Who the hell was that?
See you guys later.
Thought you guys knew Donald.
No, I don't know Steve Donald.
Steve Donald? No, who was that guy?
Steve's Big Cat
He
Emporium?
gave me $5 to do his Cat Emporium freaking advertisement.
He didn't even say where it was or anything.
No, it was a terrible advertisement.
I guess just Google Steve's Big Cat Emporium.
Big Cat.
Yeah.
Is it just a warehouse full of big cats?
Big cats, like lions and tigers, not like large
I
house
didn't vet
cats.
this
Oh, my.
guy. Johnny, you're the producer. You're supposed to be vetting people.
I don't know. He just I met Steve at the bar the other day. He's like, "You do a podcast? I'll give you $5 if I get to promote my emporium of big cats." And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Come to the studio." And there he was. See you later, Steve. All right, we're back.
Wow. All right. Well, that's what a rush. So, if you were listening to the first half of the segment, hopefully, talked a little World Cup. We're back, sans Trey, but we're here to break down a little NBA action.
The Sans, like Comic Sans, Trey?
Sans is without.
No, so what does Comic Sans mean?
Without humor, it's not funny. It's just without humor. Yeah.
Damn, man, it's dark.
Yeah, there's no humor.
It's a super dark font.
It's true, though. There's nothing funny about Comic Sans. It's an abomination. It should never be used.
Oh, man, I appreciate it just because it gets hated on so much.
Yeah, Comic Sans is the worst. You can change that to one of the fonts for our works chat room, and it's
terrible.
Oh my God.
What's so bad about Comic Sans?
Just dumb. Looks like every 16-year-old girl's Tumblr. Seriously.
Damn, why you gotta say Tumblr? I shouted mine out at the beginning of the show. I don't.
Well, I know. That's where I see Comic Sans the most is when I accidentally got linked to a Tumblr. Oh God, no.
Man,
Jesus Christ.
Holy smokes!
you gotta check out Tumblrs.
No, I mean it's like
Music artists do a lot on Tumblr.
I thought Tumblr was images.
It is, but they do a lot of promotion and
Oh, I thought Tumblr was for
art.
memes. Or is that Imager?
I think Imager.
That's more Imager.
Imager's not a site you can go and search for things though. I think it's just a
Well, it used
photo
to be,
hosting site.
Yeah, it's a photo hosting site, but you can
remember back in the day? What was the one with the frog? Image Shack?
Image Shack, where you can upload any image you needed. It was there when you needed it, man.
Dude, Image Shack was so solid, man. That was one of my favorite websites. Shouts out to imageshack.us.
Image Shack was a great glue guy.
Yeah, shout out to imageshack.us.
Gotta give a major shout out. Those are the kind of companies we want to sponsor on the show.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. All right,
Yeah.
that's what we're looking for. So this past Thursday was the NBA draft. Draft, honestly, not as crazy as I was expecting.
No, not
hoping.
really. It was bogus what they did to the kid from Philly.
Yeah.
Felt bad for him.
Yeah, the Mikal Bridges thing.
Yeah, that was
rough. That was rough.
I think I said this. I don't know if I said this maybe just to you, but you know who screwed that whole thing up? Is what's his name? Woj. Woj should have let people know that he was going to get traded.
Woj looks so awkward on
Woj
camera.
is horrible on camera.
Yeah.
Dude, but did you see Woj, how Woj was tweeting the draft?
No.
How he worked around the ESPN don't tip
Oh,
the
yeah.
picks thing.
Yeah, different synonyms.
Is locked in, has a laser focus on, will not pass on. Like,
Would be surprised if.
yeah, like it was really good. Like, yeah, sure, I won't say that they're selecting this person. I'll just use 30 other expressions for it. Like, not a big deal.
And then Scott Van Pelt addressed it too.
Yeah.
With him.
Wow.
It was all jokes.
Yeah. Okay. So they put him on blast. Yeah. I mean, like I said, the draft was fairly low key.
It was. I mean, locally, I think both of our teams kind of fucked up.
Bucks and Bulls.
I don't like well, I'm not gonna say I don't like them, but the Bucks pick the big Ragu.
The big Ragu.
What is Ragu's ceiling? Like,
I think
is he at it right now?
I think he's a sixth man. Is what I think he projects to be.
Six man.
Who would you compare? What's your mock?
Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine.
Yeah, I think that's like his absolute ceiling. It's like current Zach LaVine.
Current Zach LaVine.
Yeah.
You think you can get that? I mean, current Zach LaVine's pretty good.
He's really inconsistent.
Yeah.
Is he hurt all the time like Zach LaVine?
No, but just
Okay.
in terms of like style of play.
I would
Like-
take that, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. But that's like if he hits his absolute ceiling, is what I'm saying, and that's with any player, especially one picked in the middle of the first round. I mean, it's
He's bigger than Zach LaVine, though, isn't he?
6'4", 6'5".
Damn.
He's not really. No.
Let's talk about the biggest surprise of the draft, the slippage.
The
The
slippage
of Porter. What do you think about that?
I think it's. I mean, I understand it. Like, I would have taken a flyer on him, like maybe at like 9 or 10, but it is what it is, man. I mean, I completely get it.
Yep.
With a guy that has a pretty extensive injury history, and he's just coming into the league. But I like him. I think his game is really fun, and I think he could develop into a really good player. But it's tough with injuries, man. It's really tough to predict.
If you had the 12th pick, would you get him?
Yeah.
That's about I'll say because for me it was once I got outside of the top 10, I was like, all right, now it's value.
Yeah.
Because inside of the top 10, like you said, it's a really this is a pretty big red flag. We're talking back injuries. Like a back is something that typically doesn't get much better.
Didn't Luol Deng come back from a bad back?
Well, that was a bad spinal tap though.
Okay.
That
No. Way earlier when the Bulls sucked.
Maybe I don't.
I'm pretty sure
I
he had.
thought it was more of a spine thing than a back thing.
Okay, maybe you're right.
But
Close enough.
I have a hard time blaming anyone for not going any earlier than that. Especially once you found out that there was high school injuries and the more the medical file came out, the scarier and scarier it got. And this is a guy who could, he could, potentially have a medically forced retirement, within 5 years from now, and it wouldn't shock me.
Damn, Brandon Roy comes to mind.
Yeah,
Brandon Roy.
I guess like I said, once you get outside of the top 10, you can kind of take that risk and hope that he has 4 or 5 good years, and you're the one who gets them.
And they line up with what you're trying to do.
Precisely. So I think for a team like the Nuggets, it did make kind of a lot of sense.
It did.
So again, you never I always hope for the best. I don't ever want to see somebody's career be derailed because of injury. But I don't blame any teams for passing on him.
Yeah, I agree. I don't really know the extent of his medical condition because I haven't seen the medical, as everybody was talking about. So I'm not going to judge on it, but I think he's definitely worth a flyer. I would have maybe gone up to 10 even to take a flyer on him because his upside, if he is not as bad medically as everybody believes, if he can heal out of that, he's probably got one of the highest upsides of anybody in the draft. So.
Yeah, agreed.
I would
agree.
definitely take
I would
a flyer
definitely
on him.
agree because I think before this injury, wasn't he top 5 projected?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And he was top 1 projected before this year.
Yeah.
So.
That's always tough because I could say who the top few picks would be for 2019 right now, who people think, but that doesn't necessarily mean that every year there's a certain amount of variance. That's just the nature of the beast.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I said, it's a tough situation. It's kind of because if he blows up, then you're gonna have a bunch of GMs that are gonna look stupid, and people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, why didn't you take him?" But on the flip side, if you take him with number 5 and he's never the same player, that's probably your job. Mm-hmm. So, like, I think you saw, like, especially, this is about where, because all the way up through, you got Doncic at 3, you had Jaren Jackson at 4, Trae Young at 5, Mohamed Bamba at 6, Wendell Carter at 7, Colin Sexton at 8, who I like quite a bit. About 9 and 10 is where you started these teams just took safer guys. Kevin Knox at number 9 for New York projects to just kind of be like a 3-and-D guy potentially, maybe like an undersized stretch 4. Like Mikal Bridges was like the definition of a safe pick because he was a junior. You kind of knew what you were getting a lot more so than a lot of the other guys. There was a pretty extensive college production in his, So that was the first pick where I was like, okay, so like a team clearly wants to go with a safer pick than the guy with the giant, massive like injury red flag. Mm-hmm. But that's also the point where I think you could have started to justify doing it. But this is a really deep draft, man, because you go beyond that, and I really like Shai Alexander, the guy that Charlotte got at 11. I think Miles Bridges could be a good player for the Clippers at 12. One of the worst picks of the first round for me was at 13, though. The next pick that the Clippers made, Jerome Robinson. Mm-hmm. Just an undersized 2-guard who plays so little defense.
What pick were the Spurs at?
The Spurs picked right after the Bucks, which I believe would put them at number 18, which is where they took Lonnie Walker, who I wanted much more than Dante DiVincenzo.
I think he's going to be really good. I think that's why I wanted to say like the Bucks I thought fucked up because I thought that was a guy that, man, it just seemed like he fit. It seemed like he was a little like he had like a little bit of a personality, but he seemed like he could mesh really well like with what the Bucks are trying to do.
Yeah, I was really upset. I'm not a Bucks fan, but I was really upset they didn't take him. And I like how the Spurs, right when they took him, they got David Robinson right there, like, welcome to the Spurs family. The Spurs are a great organization. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be drafted by the Spurs. Or at least you should be. Which is confusing why Kawhi Leonard wants to leave. And the organization is just it's a good organization. They're good to their players.
All right. I've been thinking about it. What if Kawhi wants to leave for the same reason Kyrie wanted to leave?
He just wants to have like his own thing.
Wanted to be like Kawhi won a championship. Like, this is my squad.
He did. He was the Finals MVP.
Yeah, but does he get credit for that?
How many Finals MVP? He played great. What you're saying? He wants to go away because the Spurs aren't his team. Yeah, that's why Kyrie left. Yeah. Who's the Spurs guy? LaMarcus Aldridge is their superstar.
Pop. He's gonna live in Pop's shadow. They're gonna be like, oh,
live in Pop's. That's ridiculous. Live in Pop's shadow.
I'm not telling you I agree with it. I'm telling you that I think that's the only thing I can think of. I've thought about this. That's the only thing that makes sense. Is he's like, I don't want to be like Kyrie, who lived in LeBron's shadow. I don't want to live in Pop's shadow. I want to start my own thing. And they'd be like, damn, like he was the shit. He won it with the Kings.
I think the reason he's hesitant is because of the injury thing last year. Because the Spurs doctor said you're good to go. He went and got a second opinion, and the doctor said, no, you shouldn't be playing right now. And so the Spurs were kind of rushing him, and then the Spurs and him got into it because Kawhi's like, the doctor said I shouldn't play, and then the Spurs doctor is trying to force him to play. And so he felt like the Spurs weren't looking out for his health, and they were just trying to push him on the court, which I can understand being a little upset about. I mean, I don't know the whole situation, but that is what I believe is the main reason he doesn't want to come back.
I could see that too, because that to me would maybe indicate a loss of trust by him towards the organization. Also, the fact that Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili were publicly critical of him not coming back.
Yeah,
that could be a little bit of an awkward situation as well, because those are two of like the veteran leaders of that locker room.
Yeah,
and if now they look at Kawhi as a guy who's not tough or didn't come back when he could have, and he knows that now, that can be difficult to play with guys that you don't get along with in that way. Especially a guy who kind of has the ability to pick where he goes at this point. I don't think it's a market thing for Kawhi, not necessarily. I've seen that kind of floated around. I don't think that it's necessarily like trying to play in a bigger market.
Might be though.
It might be. I'm not sure Kawhi's a particularly marketable guy.
Yeah, but in a bigger market, he doesn't have to be a marketable guy. He's in a bigger market.
Yeah.
So he's automatically more attractive.
Yeah, I suppose. I just can't picture Kawhi starring in commercials. Like, he's horrifically boring. He's a terribly boring person.
But if Kawhi was a Laker, he'd be in a ton of commercials.
Yeah, but they'd be bad commercials. I'd rather have Lonzo.
Hold on.
I'd rather have...
Pause. Is the ice cream truck going in the background? Because I think our mics pick it up. That's fucking dope. Yo, it's summertime. But yeah, I don't know. I think that definitely could play into his decision.
Yeah, I mean it's possible. I think that the injury thing obviously was a huge deal last year, and I just think in a lot of ways he might feel like I don't want to go back to that situation. I don't trust them anymore.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I lean towards on the whole thing.
So there was a big bomb dropped today by Stephen A. Smith. Did you guys hear about this?
No, we're not. No.
Stephen A. Smith's good friend, as he would say, LeBron James,
Of course.
texted his other great friend, good friend, Kevin Durant, asking Durant if he wants to go to the Lakers with him. Now, Stephen A. Smith, we all know.
Stephen A. Smart. That's what I call him.
Stephen A. Not very smart. We all know. Such a great, reliable source we got in Stephen A. Smith there.
Chinese starting beef. I love it.
It's crazy how Stephen A. Smith was best friends with everybody in the league.
Yeah.
My close friend LeBron James. No. First of all, how would you know that LeBron sent them? Like, LeBron sent the text to KD and then was like, hey, Stephen A. Smith, what's going on, Steve?
Yeah.
Check this out. I just texted KD.
Am I supposed to believe that LeBron texted Stephen A. Smith that he texted KD? Who does that? What fucking world do people do that? Well,
maybe Stephen A. Smith was like stalking LeBron, like at his house or like out, and he was like
maybe
behind him, like watching what's going on his phone.
What if he's secretly really tech savvy and he implanted spyware on LeBron's phone? And he's like tracking his keystrokes right now. He's like figuring it out.
That's the only way he would get that information. So that's got
LeBron James typed in HEYKD. Like that spells Hey KD. Do the math. Like
when he's a Western cowboy.
That's not that far off from Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, I was gonna say. I also
get
saw
off the weed.
The weed. I also saw that LeBron was talking about going back to Miami. That he was apparently at one point in Miami meeting with Pat Riley, even though LeBron was actually in the Bahamas with his family at that time. I forgot.
Looks like the same thing.
We're in LeBron James free agency summer, which means fucking crazy shit happens. Like, do you remember people were tracking flights and stuff the last time? Like,
it's easier now. There's Instagram Live.
Oh man, it's gonna be the problem is the offseason won't start until LeBron makes his decision.
Yeah, everybody's
it's gonna be
this
is the same thing it was the last time. Nobody did anything until LeBron signed.
I'm just gonna say this. I think LeBron should do the decision part 2. He raised a lot of money for the Boys and Girls Club, and I think it was a good thing all around. I think that gets blown way too far out of proportion. He raised a ton of money. Whatever. Who cares? Like.
Yeah, but it also, it affected his public image, so you might think it was blown out of proportion, but if it was bad for him, publicly, then, whether it was or not, it was still not a good thing for him from an image standpoint.
Yeah, it was not a good look. I
like it.
I got a little
I support it.
Basketball trivia for you guys here.
Sure.
Who interviewed LeBron in the decision?
Ooh.
Stephen A. Smith, his best friend.
Was it?
No, you would think it would be his best friend, Stephen A. Smith.
Was it Rachel Nichols?
You know what?
It was not.
You don't have the answer?
I don't have the answer. I thought you would know it. I threw a softball.
You don't got the answer, Sway.
You know what's weird? Is I can tell you what shoes LeBron's wearing in the interview.
Like, for the decision?
For the decision, yeah.
Wow.
He's wearing Nike Tokies.
Let's see. Here we go. This is.
Why are you going to his Wikipedia?
The decision has its own Wikipedia page. All right. James announced.
Go down.
I don't know that it says on here who did the interview necessarily. It drew high ratings, so there was, almost 10 million people watched a free agency decision. That's pretty impressive. Jim Gray. Jim Gray pitched the idea to James Management and ESPN. Gray once worked for ESPN, and James Management and team insisted that Gray be involved in the interview. ESPN gave away the airtime, allowing James' team to sell in exchange for the news story. So I think it was Jim Gray. If I'm reading that correctly.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But let's keep going.
Johnny,
I'll come up with an answer in a second.
Or look up a video of it. Cause
just pictures.
That's what I'm going to do, guys.
Look at it. AJ, who's that bald guy?
It sure looks like the back of Jim Gray's bald head.
We're going to say Jim Gray.
It might be.
Is that the final answer?
It sure seems like Google LeBron Jim Gray decision, and then we'll see if that's a thing.
All right, moving on. You hear what Magic Johnson said?
No.
He gave an ultimatum, a timeline, didn't he? About
he said
Jim, not Kim.
Kim Gray.
He basically said, I'm so good. If I can't attract a free agent, then I might as well just leave. basically what he was saying.
I think that's. I mean, I don't think he's really going out on a limb there because I feel like Paul George is pretty safe at this point.
Yeah. Is it?
That's Jim Gray. Yeah, that's who he is. Yeah.
Still, the Boys and Girls Club right there in that picture.
So.
Yeah, next time when I propose a quiz question, I better have the answer. Right?
I think that would help. Yeah, I think
I can't just throw questions.
Rachel
at you guys.
Nichols. Oh,
I actually don't know the answer.
Might have been. Who knows?
I mean, I can keep asking trivia questions the whole night that I don't know the answer to.
Hold on. I have a trivia question for you, and I have the answer. It's not really.
Wait, can I answer?
Yeah, of course.
We have buzzers.
What pick of the NBA draft was the most perfect pairing of player and city?
This year?
This year.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be guy and his mom for the Sixers, who works in the Sixers.
You would have thought.
You would have thought.
But there's one that I'd argue couldn't have possibly been better.
Was it number one?
No, I know this.
It sure wasn't.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't. Hold on. Give me a second.
Although DeAndre Ayton getting to stay home and playing in Phoenix is pretty cool.
It is cool.
I don't know.
Grayson Allen going to the Utah Jazz is the correct answer. Grayson Allen, the most annoying.
Is he from Utah?
He's just the white, annoying Duke villain.
Oh,
he is like the perfect Jazz. He is a Utah Jazz.
What's up, guys?
Like, he is the fucking Ted Cruz lookalike. Like, such a perfect. But I just was like, yeah, that's exactly right. Of course, that's where he goes.
You know what? This is what's going to happen with the Bucks offseason. Jabari going to the Jazz because he's Mormon.
Is that a prediction?
He wants to live in Utah.
Is that right?
Did you hear that?
Is he on record having said that?
I'm going to make a Stephen A. Smith claim here.
He's
on record saying that.
My good friend Jabari Parker.
My good friend Jabari told me he wants to go to Utah.
Okay.
He was texting me directly.
Like, hey, I want to go to Utah. Get that happening.
At like late hours of the night, stuff like that.
No, early hours of the morning.
What are some picks that you liked? Like, what are some guys that you thought got in good spots, or like guys that you thought were good value in this draft? Like, anyone stand out for you, or like any like reaches?
Lonnie Walker.
Yeah, Lonnie for sure.
I don't know. I don't go deep enough at college.
Favorite part of the draft was Lonnie Walker trying to put on a hat.
Yes,
you guys see that
fantastic.
picture? That was amazing.
Didn't work, man.
I guess
it's just floating above his head with all his hair right there.
What were you gonna say? You had one in mind?
I was gonna say I have a few.
Okay.
I have a few actually. I thought, Lonnie Walker. These two are both after the Bucks pick, which really upsets me. Lonnie Walker at 18, I think, to San Antonio was a slam dunk. I think Robert Williams falling to Boston at number 27 was a great steal for Boston.
Yeah, that was.
That's like I said, at worst case scenario, that's their Aaron Baines replacement, and they don't have to now they're good. Like, their backup center situation's taken care of, and maybe he projects into their starting center down the road. Like, who knows? I thought there were some pretty bad reaches as well.
Trae Young.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Trae Young's future. How good do you guys think he's going to be?
He could be good, but he's not going to be good anytime soon, and he's not going to be good in Atlanta when he's playing with Schroeder.
He's got to be on the move, right?
It's got to be.
Lots of people
right now. It doesn't make sense.
Lots of people compare Trae Young to Steph Curry.
People that are ignorant.
Yeah, I hate that comparison.
Steph Curry is at least 6. He's listed at 6'2", so he's 6 foot.
No, Steph Curry's at least 6'3". So let me get.
You're talking about Trae Young, right?
No, I'm talking about Steph Curry. He's like 6 foot, right?
No, he's like 6'3", 6'4".
Steph Curry's got decent size for a 1.
So this was part of my argument.
I don't buy it.
This is part of my argument.
I don't think Trae Young's more than 5'8".
Exactly. This is my argument that the difference between Trae Young and Steph Curry. First of all, Steph Curry is 3-4 inches taller than Trae Young, probably like 4 or 5. Okay, and when he shoots the ball, he shoots it from the top of his release, straight up in the air, release it, and that's how he gets that shot off. You're not going to get that shot off against NBA defenders if you're Trae Young. He shoots it way further down than Steph Curry, and he's losing a good 4 inches. And it's more forward in his stance when he's shooting.
He shoots on the way up as well, rather than at the pinnacle.
So he's losing.
Curry probably has the quickest release of all time,
and he's got that. so you put Trae Young against NBA defenders, you're losing about 7 inches at least, probably a foot of distance between where the ball is released, and that's a foot of NBA player. You can either get blocked by a 6-foot guy or a 7-foot guy.
Yeah.
So the shot that's going to block Steph Curry would have to be a 7-foot guy. and what it would have to be for Steph Curry.
Why did he?
I get it.
I completely lost my train of thought.
Let me just go ahead and jump in on the Trae Young thing.
I don't know what I was talking about.
No, I understand. You got really caught up in like the 1 foot difference part, like of the like shot.
You got 1 foot, you're 6 foot, you're 7 foot.
Yeah. If you're
8 foot, you're
6 foot 1 equals 7.
If you're a 7 foot wingspan and you can't block Steph Curry with that shot, but you can block Trae Young, it really diminishes Trae Young's value.
That or Trae Young has to take shots from that much further back, and now they're lower quality shots, and he's going to have a tougher time.
People need to understand he's not going to get that shot off in the NBA.
He's also OC.
Yep,
he's OC.
That's where I was going to jump in again. Is I hate to just like pound on it, but his turnover rate in college is alarming. There's no reason to think that that's going to improve facing better competition night in and night out. He doesn't have that great of a handle. When teams game planned for him, he faded dramatically the second half of the season. There's not a lot else in Atlanta, so teams are going to be game planning for him.
Another guy I like is Zaire Smith.
Yeah, me too.
I like him.
Atlanta passed on European
Luka Doncic.
They traded Luka Doncic away for Trae Young. That might be.
They got something, right? Didn't they get another first? No.
No, because they
got a protected first in the future.
Yeah,
but is it worth it?
I mean, maybe they.
Maybe they think that Trae Young's their guy.
I was gonna say because that to me exactly like here's the thing though, if you truly believe that he is the next Steph Curry, then I mean at 5 it's great value.
I think this might go down in the future as one of the worst trades. All right, that's a bit harsh. But Trae Young, I do not think he's going to be close to Steph Curry.
Okay, do you think this will be as bad as Melo and Darko?
Ooh,
that was a bad one.
That's probably the worst.
Or Dwayne Wade and Darko.
What about Dirk for the Bucks?
Or Chris Paul.
The Bucks trade away Dirk for.
I was going to say Darko.
No, not Chris Paul. He wasn't.
I thought it was maybe.
No, he was there before.
Whatever it is, there's like the top 5 picks in that draft are all like multi-time All-Stars.
Chris Bosh.
Yeah, and then there's Darko at number 2. So that one's horrific. But yeah, when you just look at this, he might stand out because I look at it. DeAndre Ayton, I think, is at worst going to be a solid pro. Marvin Bagley, I think, is very good. I like Luka Doncic a lot. I think Jaren Jackson might not be a superstar, but I think he has a ton of utility. I think Memphis is a great landing spot for him. Mohamed Bamba, I see a ton of upside for defensively, and if he can like consistently hit a jumper, he'll be awesome.
Oh, I wanted Bamba so bad.
Yeah.
With the Bulls with the next pick and got Wendell Carter
It's fine. I honestly, at draft night, I was super hard on that pick. I thought it was a bad pick. I'd hated it. I've kind of cooled.
Go with your gut. No, go with your gut.
Well, I was just mad that Chauncey gave him the NBA comparison of Carlos Boozer, and I was like, "Oh no!"
He plays way more defense than that, though.
That's it took me a little bit to think about it, but right when Chauncey said Carlos Boozer, I was like, "Okay, I'm done."
Puked in your mouth. Yeah. No, because Wendell Carter is at the very least a team player. Just because of the way he took a back seat once they got Bagley at Duke, like late in the process. Because Wendell Carter was originally. He was recruited as like the centerpiece. Like he was going to be like the guy at Duke. And then Marvin Bagley reclassified so that he could go in the draft a year earlier. He graduated high school early and Duke snatched him up and all of a sudden Marvin Bagley was the guy. Wendell Carter had to take a back seat and until his family started popping off like after he got drafted, he never said anything publicly as far as like expressing any unhappiness. He never complained about his role.
Yeah.
He ended up being I think he still averaged like 14 and 8. Had some good like block numbers as well. Decent rim protector. I think he's a good player. I don't know that he has a crazy high ceiling, which kind of makes it a typical Bulls pick to an extent. The Bulls like taking safer guys. I think the Bulls did that again later.
Remember Rice-A-Roni?
At number
Rice-A-Roni.
Andres Nocioni.
Come on!
Yeah, I'm really upset they didn't get Mo Bamba. You know why? He's got a 7'10" wingspan.
It's crazy.
And you can't teach that.
And apparently he's supposed to be better than Giannis, according to that one reporter already. Giannis was like, who? Mo? Hell no. Which, to be fair, I mean, it's an absurd question. Like, you're asking if a rookie who was picked 6th is better than a second All-NBA team, All-Star play. Like, come on.
Yeah, they asked Giannis that?
Yes.
Why?
Because reporters are... And then people are like, oh, Giannis said, hell no. Like, that's beef. Like, no, it's not. It's the fucking truth. Like,
yeah.
There's no way in hell Mo Bamba's better than him at this point. Like, that'd be... Mo Bamba's going to be a second-team All-NBA as a rookie? Like, Mo Bamba's one of the best players in the league? That's incredible.
Yeah, he is.
But But I like who the Bulls took at 22 a lot, and even on draft night, that kind of offset my disappointment.
Exactly, yeah. I'm a really big fan of Chandler Hutchison.
Chandler Hutchison
is he a white guy?
Good. He is not.
Damn. Dude, come on. That's one of the whitest names I've ever heard.
He also played at Boise State, which will definitely...
Come on, man.
I know.
Johnny, he's got no picture on Wikipedia.
I know. Now I have to go to Google Images. It doesn't even got a picture.
But
you could have right-clicked search Google.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
But yeah.
He looks weird. His hair's like the Steve Harvey hair from back in... in the first picture, it's like the Steve Harvey hair from back in the day where, everything was always perfect and it looked weird.
Too perfect.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, too, Johnny... When we talked last week about kind of your Bulls wish list, you said a big and a wing.
That's what they got.
And what did they take?
They got a big and a wing.
So I think they got pretty close to the best player available at each spot. And
they got Damian Lillard?
What's that?
Is that Damian Lillard?
Oh,
what?
No.
Oh,
on Wendell Carter? No.
He looks a lot like Damian Lillard. Am I wrong, or is it just that picture?
He's a lot bigger. He's like a foot taller than Damian Lillard, so he's a really big version. Because, Hutchinson's like 6'7" or 6'8", and Carter's a little bit bigger than that. But, I think, and also, too, Hutchinson, he can play the 2 or the 3. He's got good size. He developed a lot in his years at Boise State. And I think he's going to be, at worst, I think he's going to be a rotational player for a long time in the league.
Hey, the Bulls still got Denzel Valentine?
Yes, they do.
I like Denzel Valentine.
Still on a rookie deal. Also, too, real quick, if you can scroll down for a second, another pick that I think is going to be really good value, Aaron Holiday to the Pacers.
Yes, I agree.
At number 23. I like Aaron Holiday a lot. I thought he was a good prospect, and I thought that was a great fit because at the very least, he's instantly steps in as their backup point guard. I think
he's one of the Holiday boys, isn't he?
He is.
I like that his brothers were all there too.
Yep, that was cool. But
they said they could wear the hats for one night. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was funny. It's crazy. 3 NBA players that are actually kind of good compared to the Plumlees.
Wait, hold on. He hasn't started.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Super
Drew Holiday is better than
he was picked
Plumlee.
at 23, so he could suck. I don't think he will. I think he'll at least be again a rotational player.
What'd you say, Johnny?
Okay, so who you guys think wins a 3-on-3 between the Plumlees and the Holidays? Yeah.
I haven't seen this one enough.
Who's dribbling for the Plumlees? That's my only issue.
They don't dribble. They just stand and pass.
They
and
do
then run.
1950s basketball. Just stand and pass and then set shots
above the Holidays. They just throw it to where they can't reach it.
Yeah.
I like
Don't put the ball down. Just keep it high. Toss it. Run off the ball.
Don't dribble. Don't
run off the ball till you get really close to the hoop, then toss it up.
I feel like that game would take forever because the Plumlees would be calling every foul. Plumlees would be like, reaching. All right, take it out. Let's go. Here we go. Check it up. Man. Goodness.
But yeah, I think he could be. Why are you looking at his sister?
His sister's a good basketball player as well.
Is that why you're looking at the pictures, Johnny?
Good basketball family there.
Good bloodline.
Comes
from good stock.
I believe the father was a basketball player and mother as well, right?
So they're all. That's a crazy amount of basketball.
Wait, they were all basketball?
All basketball players.
Damn, you didn't have a choice.
Yeah, exactly. That was it.
Which ones? I mean, it's still Drew, right?
Yeah, the best one.
The best?
Yeah, definitely. Well, you think
Justin
Holiday is better than Drew Holiday?
No, I'm just making sure. Drew Holiday really proved something to me. Was it Drew Holiday?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Hornets?
Pelicans,
yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the Hornets guy? Kemba Walker, he proved something too.
What?
He didn't play in the playoffs?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what did Kemba prove
I don't know, man.
Oh,
Kemba.
right.
No, I think I watched a little Kemba and he played pretty well.
Yeah, he did. He did play. Kemba's a good player, so
yeah.
Anything else NBA related? Just
the award show. Oh. What are we? Come on, guys.
Didn't we talk about that? We teased it. We teased it.
Man, I'm gonna say you watched the video outside.
Mm-hmm.
Baron Davis segment killed it.
Baron Davis was definitely
Bill
the best
Russell
segment.
Killed it.
Mm-hmm.
Just flipping off Chuck killed it.
Yeah, dude, for real.
That wasn't like a segment. That was like a second.
That's how bad the show was.
I know.
All right, you get the point that I'm trying to make here.
These are like the top 2 moments was like
a
pre-recorded video segment and an accident. Like it was really bad. It was brutal.
They need to have this gone over. Like, dude, okay, the next coolest thing was Travis Scott's performance, which you can't watch.
I was watching it.
Yeah.
You fucking revel.
Badass.
But it was bad, but I don't know if it's Travis Scott's fault. I don't want to be blaming people out here, but I don't know why I took out a cigarette. But it was so bad. Anthony Anderson is so not funny. Like, he hasn't been funny since Malibu's Most Wanted. Like,
he was pretty funny in Malibu's Most Wanted, though. Let's get that straight.
But that's like 15, 20 years ago.
I liked his role in Law & Order. Huge fan of that.
Was he in Law &
Order?
Anthony Anderson?
Who the fuck was he in Law & Order?
Was he? No, he might have been on a detective show, but I don't think it was Law & Order.
What's that?
Anthony Anderson, Law & Order.
Oh, man. Law & Order? He was on Law & Order?
Guys, don't get my Law & Order knowledge twisted, okay?
What? He was on Law & Order?
He was one of the detectives on Law & Order.
I never watched Law & Order. I don't like it.
Why it's him and John Stamos? Which one?
That is not John Stamos. That is not John Stamos.
Which one,
Come on.
Which one is this?
Oh, man, this was after Lenny left Law & Order.
Who's Lenny?
This is the original Law & Order, then? This is just like Law & Order,
This is
Law & Order?
Law & Order, Law & Order.
Okay.
Wait, who's Lenny? The fat, bald guy?
No.
Yeah,
What? This guy's probably been gone for a while, hasn't he?
Lenny, I think Anderson took it over when Lenny left.
Do they still have that one Hispanic dude on there?
No, he's gone.
The black guy's gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
Damn, who's left? Is it all new people?
It's still Anthony Anderson. He's still...
Yeah, but I didn't know he was there. Is he
I'm
the
just kidding,
oldest?
he's not there. I don't know who does Law & Order. Is Law & Order still running?
Anthony Anderson isn't doing it anymore?
I assume that it goes forever. I don't think Law & Order ever ends, actually.
Are we going to talk Law & Order?
Yeah, dude, let's get a little Law &
It
Order.
looks like it ended in 2010.
Damn, Law & Order ended after 20 years.
I'm surprised. I had no idea.
Damn.
They probably still do Special Victims Unit, though.
Well, that and Law & Order's in syndication so much in so many different places that
Dude,
like I'd never know.
I don't want to hate, man, but Law & Order does the most tired stories, man. Like,
I love watching Law & Order.
You love falling asleep to Law & Order.
I'm a big fan of Law & Order.
I like Law & Order. I like Psych. That's probably my favorite.
Psych, hold on. That's not, you can't
I like
compare
the type of show.
No,
I like detective shows.
No, okay.
I like the format that Law & Order's got. You can do that.
Psych.
You get your first half with the law and your second half with the order. It's great.
But look,
SVU
Psych is completely different.
Actually, I think it's vice versa. Order would be the police part, right?
Hey.
And then the law. Yeah,
so
the
the
court
order
case.
and then
Yeah.
Hold on, though. Psych is a straight-up comedy.
Right? Psych is...
It is not a detective
I'm
show.
saying it's a detective show. It's a comedy around
But it's first a comedy.
Psych is, yeah.
It's first a comedy.
Okay.
I don't want to get into TV.
I like Psych more than Law & Order.
Because
But
it's
I
a
still like
show.
Law & Order.
Law & Order is just background shit.
You're a hater. So that's
Yeah,
what you are. You're a Law & Order hater.
Law & Order SVU is really good.
Yeah,
yeah.
SVU is good too.
I will not stand here and
Is that the one Ice-T's on?
Take the
I'm
yes.
Throw some respect on Law & Order,
No,
okay?
I'm good,
Take it back.
man.
This
I
is
don't
one of the top shows.
I don't. It's.
Throw some respect on Law & Order's
Where were
name.
you on the night of the 3rd?
Okay, you're gonna tell me that the
Dun, 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 dun. I know the music. That's the best part of the show is the music.
for me it's the chemist.
Oh man, Law and Order, let's go.
Yeah. For me, best part of Law and Order, it's SVU, and it's the chemistry between Benson and Stabler, it's unbelievable.
It's great.
They're
Oh,
partners.
those two are good.
It's always will they or won't they? They never do though. They're professionals. Goddamn it.
Come on,
They're-
they got a
they're
job to do.
They're
Yeah.
professionals, yeah.
Like that show, it goes over the top sometimes, but it's pretty good. What other TV takes? What are you guys watching?
Wow, what are you watching, Johnny?
What am I watching right now? I'm always watching Star Trek.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys don't
I
watch.
say I can't say that I go with you much on it, but
I'm on my second watch through the next.
You never
next
watch
generation.
comedies.
I watch comedies.
You should watch Atlanta. You'd really like Atlanta.
Atlanta. I just got done watching Westworld. Do you guys watch Westworld?
No, I can't.
Watch like 2 or 3 episodes, and yeah, after that I was like,
I didn't watch any because I know what I like.
Yeah, Westworld season 2 just not worth it.
That's
It's
what
just not good.
that's what I've heard from a lot of people.
I don't know. Not for me. Not for me.
Oh, you don't like sci-fi though?
No, I don't like anything without cars.
No.
Been on record many a times. It's got cars. It doesn't have cars. I'm out.
Might be one of the hottest takes that you have.
Really?
It's a
I
pretty.
got a lot of hot takes.
It's a pretty arbitrary. Like
No, it's not, because it's basically just I don't like science fiction movies, with the exception of like Star Wars, and that's like the originals, and that's it.
So you don't like You only like movies with cars, so you only like movies that have been set in the past 100 years.
Yeah, basically.
No.
Okay, so like old school movies you don't like.
No.
Fantasy movies, you're out.
Yeah.
Sci-fi when there's flying cars, not a fan of that.
No.
So it's just you only like movies that are current. That's basically what it is. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can understand.
Like,
I think you're pretty shallow with that. I mean, you're missing out on great movies.
Missing out on a lot of movies.
Like what though? I've always asked people this, and they give me Gladiator, and then
Gladiator, Braveheart.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
I'm not gonna go with you on Lord of the Rings. I've seen Braveheart. It's fine. It's whatever.
I mean, there's plenty of good ones.
Yeah.
Lion
But
King.
I'm asking you. Lion King doesn't count. Lion King doesn't count.
Not a car to be seen in that movie.
That doesn't count.
Don't
That's a
stand in
cartoon.
cars in Lion
Cartoons
King.
aren't like that's the whole other category. And that's a kids movie.
So cartoons are not movies.
No, cartoons are just held in another regard.
So okay, so it's like
That doesn't count.
If we're doing
though.
a flow chart, it's no cars, and then there's like a line unless cartoon, and then it's like okay,
Yeah.
and there's another line.
Because then I'm already suspending my disbelief so far. I'm like, okay, yeah, cartoons. They cannot have cars. That makes sense. They're cartoons. But then like,
Okay, so Shrek doesn't have any cars.
yeah, I like Shrek.
Everybody likes Shrek.
See, cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a live action movie without cars, like real people,
I wish
without
I could
cars.
come up with one really good.
I know nobody can, man.
There's good ones because Lord of the Rings is in my opinion, the best movie trilogy ever made.
Okay. What else?
Braveheart's good. Gladiator.
Those are the
we
three
said
you just
those.
said.
Those are amazing. There's good sci-fi films. I just if I had a list of all movies ever made right now,
We can do it next time.
Yeah.
We can tease it, but
I
like,
mean, this is a sports show.
AJ,
anyways,
do you got
isn't it?
some?
Not off the top of my head, no.
No. What about? I mean, I guess there's like Sound of Music.
I think there's cars in that though.
Is there?
No.
You like The Sound of Music?
I don't know. It's like a famous movie, like all time. Like
Yeah.
people will be like, "Oh, Sound of Music, one of the best movies of all time."
I hate The Sound of Music.
Yeah.
I've only seen parts of it, but I don't like it.
Stupid. What are some other movies that everybody loves?
No, we're doing TV shows. What are some other? You should watch Atlanta. I think you'd like that. But watched some Jokers the other day. That's Jokers. You know what you're getting.
And Practical Jokers. You know what you're gonna get, and it's always funny. Loving Practical Jokers.
They had the one with Bubba Ray, and then they had Tommy Dreamer,
Mm-hmm.
and then Velvet Sky or whatever, and they're pulling down people's pants in the mall. They had to hand their cell phone cord to somebody to undo it. Otherwise, like, these wrestlers would come out and rip off their pants.
Oh god, yeah, that show's always
Always good. Hey,
Always
what
good
do you
stuff.
think about the show that comes on after that sometimes? So they'll sneak into your living room.
The Carbonaro Effect.
Yeah, what's your opinion on the Carbonaro Effect?
I like seeing people get magic tricks done on them. It's really entertaining to me. I'm a big David Blaine guy.
I told you. David Blaine's different, though. David Blaine does weird shit.
Yeah, but he also does
Carbonaro
magic.
does like, oh, there's a bowling ball! Your tortoise is gone, it's a bowling ball!
That's what he sounds like.
No, he's
It's
like,
like the whole Carbonaro show.
no, Carbonaro's like, oh, I don't know what happened to your tortoise. Your tortoise wasn't here, and now your tortoise is gone. Now it's just a bowling ball, and
You appear to have misplaced your tortoise.
oh,
So can we all
Look
agree
around.
that David Blaine's better than Chris Angel? That was a debate like 10 years ago.
of course, Chris Angel. I mean, he has his moment in the sun, but I mean, too much rock and roll for me, man. I want to
Which one of
I
them
want to
had-
live on the edge like
Which one
David
of them had
Blaine.
the weird sex stuff come out? I
Ooh,
think
I don't
I
know.
think that was David Blaine.
I think it was both.
I'm pretty sure David Blaine.
Did you see that David Blaine can like throw up water on command?
That's not that surprising.
Like he can keep a
fish
fish
in
in
his
his stomach
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
like
I've
a
seen
day
that, yeah.
and spit it out. Like that's crazy. And he can like stab shit right through his hand and like it doesn't affect it. That's dedication, man. He trained that kind of stuff. It's dedication. Good for David Blaine. Shout out to David Blaine for all that work. he's
Why
putting
are we
in.
shouting out magicians? We were talking about what we were watching on TV. Are you watching magician shows?
Yeah.
I know
what
you.
watch.
I knew it. I fucking knew
I
it.
just watch magic shows.
Hey, Last OG, you'd like that?
Yeah.
Me and AJ watched some of that. Shouts out Tracy Morgan.
Hell of a performance, man.
Yeah, it's a
Absolutely.
great show.
I don't got time for TV.
Yeah, you do. You make Lord of the Rings memes all day.
It's important to make Lord of the Rings memes. Somebody's got to do it, okay?
No.
It brings happiness to people.
All over the world.
You guys don't
To 12
subscribe.
kids.
You guys don't subscribe to the Lord of the Rings memes subreddits.
No.
Oh,
Wow.
25,000 followers.
You know who's,
I misspoke. 75,000.
You know who's probably in there is a dude who lives with his parents and just got evicted.
Like half the people that are
what's dude's
You're
name?
being really generous with half.
The
guy who got sued by his parents to get evicted. Yeah. The guy in Michigan. Yeah.
Did you see the update?
No.
He's living in some chick's like room, like this older lady, and he's just helping her dig holes in the yard.
What?
I don't know. That's what it was.
Was
He was like
from
cooking
Reddit?
in his room.
Was this guy from Reddit?
No, he's like on the news and everything.
He's like 30, 40 years old or something.
No, 30.
And his parents were like, you gotta leave, like you can't live here anymore. So they like legally like evicted him, and it got taken to court, and there was a whole thing, and he lost, so he had to move out.
My favorite ridiculous news story from the past 5 years was the guy who pretended to be a doctor, the kid who pretended to be Dr. Love. He kept getting jobs being Dr. Love.
Fucking Doogie Howser wannabe.
Oh yeah, good stuff. Yeah, that's really good.
I'm glad you complimented yourself there.
Yeah, I compliment myself all the time. Somebody's got to do it.
Hey, my compliments to the chef.
Compliments to the chef on that one.
Absolutely.
That's yeah.
Do we have any more sports-related things to talk about?
Doesn't matter.
Kind of what I was wondering. Where are we at for time?
We are at our 10.
So, do we got any other thoughts
on
feelings?
sports?
I watched a little PBA the other day.
Pro Bowling Association.
You know it.
Oh yeah? How'd you like it?
Man, this one guy was acting a fucking fool. He wasn't getting strikes every time. I was like, this guy sucks. he missed a few spares too. I was like, wow.
Sloppy.
This guy is off his game. What am I watching?
Is it better than watching the darts?
Ooh,
World
no.
Darts Championship? That's pretty intense.
If you watch darts when it's in England, those guys get so lit, man. And the dudes are like super aggressive, like walking past each other, like grabbing their darts, like, yeah, cocksucker. Like, wow. It's just darts, guys.
After you watch those for a while, you like see the guy like miss the bullseye by like a peg. Oh, amateur.
Yeah, like, that guy's amateur. He didn't even hit triple 20. What a fucking loser.
I love that the best guy at it looks like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Like the guy who wins everything looks exactly like Ricky.
They should be able to smoke cigarettes and drink while they're doing it.
I think they can.
I think some of them do drink. I'm like at the very least. I'm like positive. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
good.
Have you ever watched British politics?
No, I have not.
Dude, you have to watch that shit on like C-SPAN or wherever it is.
I don't even know. Yeah, it's like all shade though. It's just
like, yeah, well, Senator over here, this motherfucker was talking shit, and then all of a sudden be like, yeah, and they're just like yelling. It's great, dude, and it's so much shade being thrown. You got to pay attention, but man,
is there no decorum?
There's no decorum at all.
Nobody brings the decorum.
No, none. Yeah. None decorum.
You would expect out of a gentlemanly country like England that there would be at least a little decorum.
The more I hear about England, the more I think England might just be all white trash.
I think it actually. I'm pretty sure.
England's just all white trash.
They have a big front that they're the gentlemans of the world. No, they're just white trash.
That's just their 1%. They have the posh motherfuckers from Chelsea and shit that are like, yeah, all hoity-toity, and then the rest of them are just like, fucking eating gruel.
Man, I could never live in England, man. It's like Seattle, but like there's nothing like hipster about it. It's just old.
And you just eat gruel out of bowls.
That's it. That's all you get.
Gruel.
They just like you wake up and they just like dump a bunch of like meat product into a bowl and that's it. You eat it.
Man, this is a rough life, man. When do they get fish and chips? Is that what the rich eat? Is fish and chips?
That's what we were talking about. The ritzy Chelsea living guys. They eat fish and chips. And everybody else just gets buckets of gruel.
That's like fancy in England, though?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
What, dude, they don't have like some red meat like covered in like
they have, like
gravy?
Beef tripe.
Yeah, but for the normal people who live in England, you keep a bucket outside your door, and then the gruel guy comes by every morning.
He rings his bell.
Rings the bell.
Gruel!
Time for gruel!
And he scoops some gruel in the bucket. You go up there and you slam it home.
Is it?
You slam it home?
The whole bucket? That's gotta last you all day, bro.
It's just a bowl that you keep outside your door. The gruel guy,
is a bowl or a bucket? Hey, do you live in? Are you in jail in this scenario?
No, this is living. This is living well.
Yeah, this is living good.
You have a bowl that you leave outside that a man comes
for the gruel man
and drops off gruel.
The gruel man, yeah.
You ever heard of the gruel guy?
Dude.
Hey, and on Sundays he leaves you a slice of bread too.
Right.
Shit, jackpot.
That's actually their communion.
You only...
The slice of bread that the grill man leaves.
So you just get like... That's it? That's all you get, man? Like, you just get a bowl of gruel, or does he come by 3 times a day?
He comes by on breakfast and dinner.
Right.
Lunch, you're on your own. You're not eating.
Maybe you can get lucky and a rich person will give you their fish and chips.
You get a healthy portion for breakfast.
It's
so
a
if you stretch that drool out all day, you're good.
It's a big bowl.
But does everyone get it? Can you be like, no, I don't want it? Can, like, if you don't leave your
if you
bowl
want to
out...
starve.
Yeah, if you
No,
don't
if
leave
you're
your
like
bowl
rich,
out, you don't want to starve.
Why would you not leave your bowl
What
out?
if you're rich and you're just like, I don't want gruel?
Well, this isn't for the rich people. They live in castles.
No, but I'm saying, does it still...
The rich
Does it
people-
still show up?
No.
Haven't you ever been to England? All the rich people are the castles.
Yeah.
Everybody else gets the gruel.
Yeah. The rich people have to let down the drawbridge for you to get there.
What year is it?
It's 2018, year of our Lord, okay? Like, if they don't let down the drawbridge, you're not getting through anyways, gruel or no gruel.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have it, like, ironically, and they'll, like, post pictures on Instagram, like, oh, gruel o'clock. You know,
That
stuff like
sucks,
that.
man. How
Yeah.
rich do you gotta be, like, not eating gruel every night?
You gotta be making at least 12 pounds an hour.
Yeah, you
12
got
pounds?
Yeah.
Well, the
Then
problem
you're
is,
rich?
problem
Yeah.
is the gruel guy can't even get into the castle because they got the moats around him and the bridge is up.
Yeah.
So,
So if
that's
you
how you
make-
keep out the gruel guy.
Yeah.
What if you make 12
That's what
pints
moats
an
are
hour?
for.
Keeping out the grill. You don't want grill guys lurking around. Like, grill guys, they're not savory fellows. Like, plus,
And you know they're eating half the gruel that they dish out.
like just dribbling it back into the pot. Animals are chasing them all day because they just have this lukewarm food they're slopping around. It's terrible. So
Oh,
awful.
it's lukewarm. Oh, no. Do they give them beer or anything?
Fuck no.
No. Their whole paycheck goes to beer. That's why they can't afford food.
Right. I mean, if you're lucky, you're brewing some in your bathtub. Like if you're doing okay.
Because you're sure not using it for
Yeah,
anything else.
absolutely not.
After you fucking almost blew up your trailer.
You haven't
meth
lived till you
explosion.
dumped your homemade beer in a bucket of gruel.
Is there trailer parks in England?
Beer battered grill.
Beer battered gruel.
Yum.
If you can squeeze, you gotta dry out the gruel overnight, and you squeeze it together. You make a ball of gruel, and then you batter it, flour and beer.
And then you gotta turn your hot
And then you
tub
fry
all,
it.
you gotta turn the heat up all the way.
Just flour and beer.
Yeah,
That's the batter.
there's no eggs or anything like that.
Just
Are you like frying it?
mixing it with your hands.
A ball of gruel,
Covered with beer and flour.
fried.
What are you frying it in? Beer?
Fire. It's just, you put it over a fire and you toss as much oil as you got. You toss it on it.
Throw handfuls of oil at it.
That's not how you boil something.
That's
or
living
deep
in
fry.
England.
Don't
That's living.
disrespect their culture, Gonzo, okay?
No, fuck England. They can't eat right. England has the worst food ever. If I lived in England, I would leave. I don't care how much family or friends I had, I would leave England as soon as I was 18 so I didn't have to eat that goddamn shit food.
We just lost all our English listeners right now. We don't
Fuck
actually
England.
We had
think
one, I
like
thought.
that, guys.
Yeah.
We did.
Sorry,
we did have
sorry,
one. He's gone.
sorry, Jack.
Yeah,
Hey.
sorry about that, Jack.
You know what? He should appreciate that we're shouting him out.
That's true. We threw the shout out in there. Apologies for shitting on the grill guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
Grill guy's good guy, good people.
We'll have grill guy on the show next time.
Can we
Grill.
get Gruel Guy?
Yeah, well, I'll try. I'll see what I can
He's
do.
all the way in England.
Yeah, but we can
get him over the phone.
We'll
okay.
We'll Discord him, Skype
Yeah,
him.
we'll get to Gruel Guy.
No,
They still got payphones there, right?
absolutely. I
Okay.
think that's. I don't.
Should
think,
we
I don't
call
think
the
that-
nearest
I don't think
payphone?
I don't think they have cell phones.
No,
No,
definitely
they
not.
They don't have cell phones. In England.
I think about 6 a.m. he goes by the payphone in Chelsea there.
Yes.
Tries to sneak by.
the town payphone.
So at about 8 o'clock, let's ring that payphone.
Okay.
And see if we can get the Gruel Guy.
Yeah.
See if he picks up.
We'll have to. Will you accept?
Hopefully he's not drunk somewhere.
Will you accept charges from the Gruel guy?
Got you, Gruel.
Hey there, Gruel.
What's he
Hello, good morning. It's me with your Gruel.
He slaps the ladle on the door. Gruel's here. Gruel time. Get your
It sucks
Gruel.
because he does such a large area. So like some people, it's like 3:30 in the morning.
Well, in apartment buildings,
He just
he has a bell that
Does
he
he
rings.
buzz every apartment?
No, he has a really loud bell. Ding, ding, ding. Get your Gruel. Gruel time. Ding, 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 ding.
You're either describing the projects or jail. I'm not sure which.
We're talking about England.
These are working class, middle class English citizens.
This is actually what happens in England.
Yeah.
Man, England
When's the last
sucks.
time you've been there?
2 years ago?
I don't know. The gruel's pretty good. And let's not forget about that slice of bread you get on Sundays.
If you ration it out, you can have a little bit of bread each day.
Or you can make a hell of a gruel sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, what if you save 2 pieces of gruel?
Oh, my God.
If it has the first one hasn't molded, you definitely can make a gruel
No,
sandwich.
you could.
Well, you know, sometimes you get the chunks in your gruel, of course. So if you scoop out the chunks and put it on that slice of bread, you have that, and then you dunk the bread
What are they
in
chunks
the
of,
liquid
though?
gruel.
Just protein. Just general. It's not a meat. It's just protein in a chunk.
It's gruel chunks.
Is
Yeah.
it like a protein shake?
It's like a protein shake more so. Yeah. No,
It's got all your.
It's a hot protein shake. This is disgusting.
here's a protein shake for you, bro. But that's
Just
Maybe
protein.
not.
Don't worry about what's in it. It's protein.
see. That's why I like to think that we're an educational show as well.
Yeah. For those of you that haven't been to England, now you can feel like you have been because
Yeah.
you know all the secrets
We
about
put you
England.
right there in the streets of England.
You can tell these things to your friends and family, and they'll be like, "Wow, this person's cultured."
Maybe next time we'll get into Scotland and what it's actually like there.
We could. We're just gonna go around the world talk about geography.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're going to talk about all the things we know. We've traveled for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. We've been all around the world.
We're
Right?
extensive world travelers.
Yeah. Maybe next time we'll talk about that time we did in Tunisia.
But I'm on board. That was what a
Yeah.
time. I never did that much opium before.
Oh,
Wow.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, man, I thought it was just Diet Coke.
At first, I was leery when they were like, "You have to put this in your anus to have it." But I was like, "All right, when in Rome, you know." So.
Oh, do you remember that night with the Uber driver in Tunisia?
Oh my God, I
Mahmoud?
can't. He had a lot of dead bodies in this trunk.
That was crazy.
Wow.
That was
He
crazy.
kept asking me if I had a bungee rope, but I'm like, dude, I don't carry a bungee rope. That's not normal.
We'll keep Tunisia for next
Classic.
show.
Mahmoud.
That's almost a half-hour show
Yeah.
in itself.
Oh man, good times in Tunisia.
Absolutely.
Best of times.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
So I think we did it, boys.
Are we like wrapping up? We're good.
Yeah, I think you know.
I don't know. I can keep going if you guys want.
We got a good hour and
Oh,
21
hey.
minutes.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
oh,
what's happening?
I'm playing the play you off music.
We're
That's-
fading away. Oh my
hey.
God. Well, I'm AJ first now.
Well, you don't have to be that loud. I mean, the music plays in the
Oh,
background.
Hey.
sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
I think you're the
Bye.
only one who's gonna
Oh,
say something.
I was gonna say.
What do you want?
All right. Well, I guess that's it for this week, and see you next week, and we might see you one more time this week. By Monday, we might have one more.
Yeah, but most importantly, thank you for listening. Like, subscribe if you're on us Facebook.
Tell a friend.
If
Tell
you're
her.
listening to us on iTunes, rate this bad boy 5 stars.
Five stars.
If you liked it, we're not going to pressure you.
Yeah. Share a link if you want.
Share a
Yeah,
link.
I think. What are we on? Spotify. We're on
Spotify,
Apple
you
Music.
can, yep. iTunes, Spotify. You can find us on Stitcher too, if that's the app that you prefer.
Yeah. Not on Google Music yet.
Follow
We're
us
getting
on
there.
Twitter at Jabroni Sports PC, YouTube. Smash the like button. We're
Smash
also on
that motherfucker
Facebook.
like.
Just search us, Jabroni Sports. You'll find us. Thank you guys, AJ
Thank you.
for AJ First Now, Sack Gonzo Casio, and at G Baby LaFleur. See you later.
Peace out.
Later, dude.